Peace, family. What's going on, man? What's going on? It's been a year. It's been a year since I've been plant-based or vegan, not eating any meat, not eating any dairy, uh, intentionally. You know what I'm saying? And I feel great. I mean, it's like a little. I guess it's like a little milestone. Um, and overall, like I didn't think that I like felt bad, but I feel better. I feel lighter. I feel more aware. Um, People ask me, why did you do it, or what did you see? And it just happened over time where I just kind of was like looking for stuff, something that resonated with me. I started eating like, I was like, oh, I want to be healthy. You kind of think like being fit, like, oh, eating grilled chicken and brown rice and broccoli or whatever, asparagus or whatever you into. Oh, that's the thing. Or eat turkey or meal prep and do this and do that. Like, okay, I mean that works for some people. And I was like, man, eating the same thing every day. I don't know, just it felt funny, didn't feel right. And then I kept growing, and I'm like, okay. Eventually, I started eating like organic meats and grass-fed, meats, and like, okay, cool. Then I started kind of eating more like more wild-caught salmon, more wild-caught shrimp. And I say organic and wild, and stuff like that, just because of the hormones and antibiotics and how they're treating the animals, all that. Because I just think we're disconnected. We don't understand that that goes inside of us. So, and then a light bulb went off, yo. Like I don't know, I just light bulb went off, and I'm like, damn, like I wouldn't want to eat a dog. Like why would I want to eat like this cow or whatever, And call it what you want to. It just resonated with me, and I just say dog because people like they understand that concept because a dog is part of the family. But though in some parts of the world, people eat dogs, and it may be weird to you, and that's the same way that I may look at like somebody eating a cow or a chicken or something. But granted, keep in mind, I come from the South. I'm talking about chitlins, ham hocks, pig feet, gizzards, alligator, crawfish, crab legs. Like I come from that culture, that background. So I'm not sitting here and acting like terrorizing anybody for doing that because I've done that for years, and I did it with with pride, you know what I'm saying, or with ignorance or whatever, just not knowing. Like so, but if you do that, it's cool, man. I'm not talking about you. I'm just doing what resonates with me. You know what I'm saying? Because different things resonate with different people, whatever. But but yeah, man. All in all, man, it's a beautiful experience. Uh, for me, and I'm steady growing. I'm not perfect, yo. Like I don't have this perfect fucking excuse me, cousin. I don't have this perfect vegan life. Like I'm not just eating fruits and berries every day. Which I do like. I do like, but people that do the raw thing, I do think that it has overall, depending on your circumstance, it gives you a lot of abundance because you eat things that have life to give you life, and you're eating a fresh apple, fresh berries, fresh fruit, whatever produce, and you have like you're feeding your body, your cells, your enzymes, like all these live things, and boom, you're vibrating at a higher level. You know what I'm saying, on the inside, and that's beautiful. So I do get that, but I'm not like I don't do that every day. Yeah, I have my juices, I have my smoothies, I make my fruit. I actually plant a little garden. Now it's like looking ridiculous, but I'm happy that I went through that experience to know what I need to do better. I did, I picked some tomatoes and cucumbers and little collards, and had some sage and oregano. Ate an eggplant. I had some peppers, and it wasn't like abundant and just overflowing, but I did it, and I learned some things, and I look forward to doing it bigger and better, uh, and whatnot. So yeah, and I feel great, feel better than I have. I've learned a lot of things. I've met a lot of people here in San Antonio in the community, in the vegan community, and it really test your skills and your creativity in the kitchen. I don't know how many people that I let try a dish like overall. And I'm not saying everything is hidden, but normally if I fix something, it's like, oh, this is good. I'm like, yeah, like vegan don't mean like vegan doesn't mean healthy, first of all, and it doesn't mean that the food can't be tasteful. But hey, I understand because I used to have the same mindset. Like people be like, why do you want something that tastes like chicken and look like chicken, but it's not chicken. Like, you still like chicken. Like, hey, like, I get it. I get it. I used to think the same thing. You don't realize it's like we grow up in these cultures to where like you miss having that feel, what that, like you miss having that taste and that feel and that experience and that smell and like the way your body feels. So yeah, it's like you realize how much texture is important when you know what I'm saying. Like, damn, I want a piece of chicken, but there's not going to be anything that really just like really tastes like chicken coming off the bone or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you realize, yeah, I want to have that experience, but I don't want to harm. I don't want to. I want to kill an animal to do that. I want to be better for the earth and the environment. I want to let them live and do their thing. So we come up with creative ways to kind of mimic it. But I get it if you think, oh, it's not real, it's silly. Nah. It's because we have these experiences, and we want to like kind of mimic like the nostalgia of like being a childhood and going to McDonald's and getting like the Happy Meal. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So you kind of get the picture. Uh, and what else? And then there's a lot of things that I learned. Like yeah, that, and we're doing great in the world. They're coming out with alternatives for everything. Eggs and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, I don't even eat honey. And they're like, why you don't eat honey? I'm like, some people be on the fence about it, whatever. I'm not saying like there's pros and cons and everything. So you might have some benefits for it. But I was like, I'm just not like doing anything that comes from any animal to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you not to do it or do it. I'm just talking about me and my journey that I've been on. Yeah, man, it's been beautiful. Some things that I learned. I don't have a list in front of me. Some things that I learned, like, and was I perfect? I'd say nah. I haven't been perfect. But if you ask me, have I intentionally uh, ate meat or cheese or dairy or honey or anything? Nah, I I hadn't. I haven't like. But have I? Let me put it like this. I don't go out and be like, oh, I'm having a cheat day today. I'm going to eat some chicken. Now, before I started in this year process, it was like 2 or 3 days I'll be like no meat, and then one day I will have it, and then I'll be like feeling kind of like, why did I eat that? You know what I'm saying? Because it was just wasn't fulfilling spiritually, it wasn't fulfilling. So it wasn't an overnight process. It wasn't like I just jumped up. No, I kind of worked up to it, and I was like, you know what, this is it. This is it. I'm gonna just do this, and I've been doing it. So there's this little Jamaican spot I went to. They they do have ital food if you're familiar with the Caribbeans, and like they have like the Rastafarians. They have ital food where they ital is vital. They don't do the meats or the animals and stuff like that. So so a lot of places, Caribbean kind of foods, they do have like options, right? So your cabbage, your rice and peas may have like vegetable patties, or kalaloo, or stuff like that. So I got like this. I got like the little idle plate or whatever. I got my little spread, and then I bite into the patty, and I'm like, yo, like, I like kind of open it up. I'm like, nah, yo. I'm like, yo, this is chicken, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, y'all gonna do this, man? Like, hey, man. Like, hey, this is not a vegetable patty. And then call me silly. I go back to this place 'cause I've been there a few times. And I go back to this place another time, and I think I get uh, rice and peas, man. And then it's like fish in it or something. I think that's what I had. I'm looking. I'm like, yo, man, what y'all doing, man? Like, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Cool. I don't make no big deal about it, but it's still like, it's like, come on, man. Like, I can't even rock with y'all if y'all can't keep that separated like talking about. So that just happened. I've taken Jello shots, and I'm like, now I'm looking back, I'm like, oh, gelatin. But then, yeah, just look up what gelatin is. Like, that's not vegan. Like, it usually has like, the bones from animals. So anyway, yeah, look into that. What else that kind of snuck up on me? I think I bought some tortillas one time, and you look at the label, and they snuck some honey in it or something like that, and it's like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? And I try not to beat myself up over these things, but it's like it's a lifestyle. Now people say it's a diet, yeah, diet because the way you eat, but it's like a lifestyle. It's like a mindset. I'm not doing this because I'm like, oh, I'm doing this because I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to be in the best physical shape of my life. I'm just doing it from like a conscious kind of spiritual kind of standpoint. And and so there's things like the chewing gum, you know, had gelatin in it. Uh, like what else? So these are some little things that has occurred over time. And then I'm like very conscious about when somebody else preparing my food, or I go out to a restaurant and it's like, well, I gotta ask questions like, did you put butter? Like, do you use butter on the rice? Use butter on the broccoli? And it may seem like being anal, but you know, you don't know. But the Jewish people, or not just them, but you know, they do kosher meals. So you know, hey, it's not different for people to be particular about their foods. It's just like if you're just not you used to this American kind of like web of things, you know, and how they have things laid out, and you know it's okay. You can start thinking for yourself and being different, and then you become comfortable with being like, hey, people gonna judge me. I don't care. This is my first. I made like a Thanksgiving spread. You know, all vegan. You know what I'm saying? Make macaroni and cheese, creamy, cool too, buttery. But yeah, hey, vegan butter, yes. You know, um, so yeah, man, it ain't been a perfect ride. But if you ask me if I just went out and had a rib to be like, oh nigga, like I'll be vegan tomorrow, nah, I didn't do that. But I'm not judging you if you did, because like I said, when I started, like before I just like made it up in my mind, today's the day. I was doing that here and there, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't necessarily. I knew where I was headed. I wasn't just like, oh, I'm vegan and then I'm gonna eat some ribs. No, I was just like, yeah, this ain't for me no more. Like, you know, I've had all them experiences, and some of the most challenging things outside of like kind of sneaking stuff in their food, or you not knowing, is like the social aspect of it. Being out with friends, being out with family, going to these restaurants, and you know, people ask you a lot of questions. It's cool. You just have to be firm. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like people don't know. Like just like if I'm curious about something, you know, I'm kind of like, man, what made you do that? What like that? You know. So I get it. And you have to be really comfortable, man. It's so easy. Like you're so easy. Like people don't realize. Like you know, if you know you in my house or we wherever, and it's like people do this like you know courtesy, man, is like for you to offer your food to a friend or a family member, like, hey man, you want some? So like I respect, like I appreciate that, you know. But if you got like some chicken and you're like, hey man, you want some chicken? Like, nah bro. And you like, you sure? Now granted, if you're just being genuinely being nice, then I'm like, nah. But if you know what I'm on, like, have a little bit respect for your boy, you know what I'm saying? Like it, you know, it come to a point of time where it's cool to joke and play, but like, hey, bro, you know what I'm on? I'm good. Nah, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Like, you know, but people don't, you know, and I got a big sense of humor, but you know, but people tend to like, oh, you want to go back here? Oh, you're missing out. Well, I feel sorry for you, and I'm like, yo, don't feel sorry for me, like. You know, because in my mind, I feel sorry for you that you putting your body through that or whatever. You're not connected, but I can't judge because I was there. You know what I'm saying? So it just be kind of funny, you know, dealing with like the social aspect and dealing with people. But it is all good, man. I just wanted to make a little video. Like, hey, look, it's been a year. Ah, my goodness. And if I could do it, your country, cousin, your kinfolk, your partner, you know what I'm saying, from Louisiana to Florida to Texas. Used to what I say? See, I used to eat Waffle House for dinner and gumbo for breakfast. Come on, man. Ah, come on, man. What you mean to tell me, fam, that I can't go to Waffle House and give me a waffle, or give me my little my pork chops and grits, and I can't get my I forgot what the little sandwich they used to have up there, man. I used to slam that, man. Man, I used to have crab leg juice all in my beard, man. Like, cut it out, man. Like, y'all know your boy used to be going in, man. So hey, if I can do it, you can do it. But you can do anything. You can put your mind to. You know what I'm saying? If you really firmly believe that and that's what you stand on, cool. But I know, man, it's easy. I got a lot of other stuff going on that I want to do that I haven't like successfully did like strictly for a year. But hey, this is one of the things that I did complete, and I'm happy. Just like with people going to the gym, it gets to a point where like, oh, I gotta go. Oh, I'm sore. Oh, I got. Then you get to the point like, man, I gotta go. Like, oh, I ain't go today. Oh, I gotta go. It's and then you get into this habit where things become normal. And when things become normal, it's like I'm not even second guessing it. You know what you're doing it for, and that's big. I guess with me, when I realized I made the conscious decision to do it because it was like, for me, it was like kind of like a spiritual, like, fine tuning. Like, oh man, like I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And once you standing on that and you firm on it, it makes a world of change. So man, peace, love, man.